Here we are back again after our short break. This time around we will have Team Slick 1, which you can see up there, against Team Yasmain.gg. For Yasmain.gg we have on the top lane Schwabbelfish, who is currently Silver 4 and likes to play Malphite, Yasuo and Urgot, but we could narrow it down to either he plays Yasuo or more like a tank top lane. In the jungle we have Jockey 003, who is currently Silver 3, and he also likes to play Lee Sin. So we will maybe see Lee Sin banned or picked by one of the teams. In the mid lane we have Destruction, who is Gold 4. He likes to play Nidalee, Yasuo and Sylas. Their ADC is Illusion, who is currently unranked and is mostly Draven OTP, but also sneaks in some Vaynes. And for support we have Gomlek, who is Silver 3 and likes to play Thresh and Pike. Also, what we can see is that both teams have a marginally big elo difference, but that doesn't have to mean anything. Team play is what matters in a tournament.
We just wait for the champ select right now, then we can actually see what's going on. And here we are.
So we have Team Slick, who will be able to first pick the champion afterwards. The first ban is Morgana.
Well, actually a normal ban in this meta. She's one of the strongest supports right now, so.
Oh, there we have the Kayle ban, which we saw in the earlier game that Kayle at the beginning was not very much present, but then she carried a lot of the game. So
after level 16 she's a beast.
Yeah.
So
she
have to take care of the late game.
She technically controlled the late game for them, so yeah. Again we have a Vladimir ban who can be flexed for either top lane or mid lane. A Corki ban. We could say a small targeted ban for the first game.
Looks like Team Yasmain.gg are going to ban the first picks here.
Yeah, it could actually be. But are they going to pick? Are they going to ban Lee Sin? That's the question. An Urgot ban, which is kind of natural. Urgot got nerfed a bit, but still remains a highly competitive champ because he has at the beginning. It's not he doesn't shine in the early game, but in the late game he has a lot of consistent damage and is tanky.
There's the Lee Sin hover and he's picked.
So Lee Sin was not banned, which means that TSK get their Lee Sin, whilst Yasmain.gg took the decision to ban Thresh.
Yeah. And let's see what they're picking. They're picking Kai'Sa. So
yeah, so they tried to avoid the
first team comp.
The first team comp, yeah.
Okay.
But what are they going to play with Kai'Sa? Are they going to stay with a poke champ or with a tanky supporter?
Depends on the playstyle. I would prefer a tank like Alistar or maybe a Rakan. It's not a tank. Here they are going for the
Cho'Gath.
Top lane Cho'Gath, I think.
I would say so. Vayne, who is currently picked by a lot of ADCs. She came, I think, with the late with the patch 9.8, I think, or 9.7, she wasn't quite buffed, but...
here's the Nivea pocket pick.
Yeah.
There it is.
So
what's the answer?
Well, maybe... Oh, Leona.
Leona and Kai'Sa.
Yeah. I was thinking about it.
Pretty good call.
Yeah. But... I'm thinking... A Nautilus support, maybe. Would also have been great. Tanky?
Depends on...
Yeah.
He got patched though. It's not a...
He got buffed.
Yes.
He just got buffed, so maybe mid lane. We don't know.
Well... I think they are going pretty stable.
Yeah.
Oh, they banned Renekton.
Renekton.
He got buffed too.
Yeah, he got buffed.
A little bit of health, AD, no not AD, attack speed, and his healing Q can heal up to 600 now.
Yeah.
And he's also pretty strong with
it's
the
a lot. Well, Lissandra ban, it's usually a good ban for the mid lane. She was consistent through the last patches, and she still has a lot of potential. Good wave clear,
and
good
the
CC.
aftershock get pretty tanky. So
Yeah, with aftershock she had tankiness and damage.
Yes.
The Lulu ban.
Lulu to buff up the Vayne.
Yeah.
It's a good answer against Leona because Leona struggles against Lulu. So.
Yeah, but we may see a Janna. They may answer with Janna, we don't know. Malzahar, quite interesting, but...
he can mute an Eevee, so
yeah, that's...
the ult is just gonna disappear for more than 5 seconds.
So. Well, not only the ult. A lot of damage.
Yes.
A lot of damage disappears with that also. What are they going?
And the Malta ult can just suppress Vayne and she dies.
Yeah. Well, in the early game, I think in the late game she would
the
pick
hacker. There it goes. He's pretty strong with the Conqueror, but you can also play him with Predator, I think.
Yeah.
Depends on your playstyle. If you want to go deep in, you play Conqueror. He's pretty strong.
Braum?
And the Braum answer to
Kai'Sa.
To Kai'Sa and Leona bottom.
Maokai.
And Maokai against Cho'Gath. That is.
Maokai has good.
Pretty boring matchup.
It's going to be a boring matchup, but Maokai has.
Oh no, there's a Cyan.
Cyan. Oh, that's also interesting, because Maokai and Cyan have or can manage a good sustain against Cho'Gath.
But Cho'Gath, if he last hits against health and mana, so I think he's
going to be the superior, but he can manage to. They could manage with Maokai and Cyan. They can manage to
Yasuo
stay in the lane.
Here. So, well, Yasuo mid lane for the Yasuo.gg. So there is the Yasuo main, and with the knock-up Q from Cho'Gath, the stun from Leona, Hecarim can knock back. There's pretty much chance that he gets a knock-up from his teammates, so he doesn't have to. To do it by itself.
We also have a very small change in the team composition of Yasmin.gg, because they're going to put Destruction on the ADC position, and Illusion will be their mid laner for this game.
Then, if we look at the team comps, we look on the bot lane. I think on full engage, Braum should have the advantage with saving Vayne. She stays behind him with his shield, so I think that.
But if Leona manages to stun her, it's going to be painful for her, because Kai'Sa can bring out enough damage. But if Braum plays, as you mentioned, if Braum plays safely, he will be able to protect Vayne as good as possible. For the mid lane, Anivia against Yasuo. What's your opinion on that?
Yasuo should crush Anivia, but it's an Anivia main, so we should take care of. I think he has the or she has the advantage. Here, if she plays safe, she needs to play safe, buy a tier or Rod of Ages so she can just sustain out the wave and poke up Yasuo so he can't push and roam. So
if she manages to stun him with her Q whilst he tries to dash towards her, she can gain an advantage on him.
well, if Yasuo walls the
Q, then
Q,
yeah, then
Anivia
she will be in
should
trouble.
lose the trade, yes.
For top lane, Cyan against Cho'Gath, I would assume that Cho'Gath, just by the stats alone and his abilities, would come out ahead. But then again, it's two humans who are going to play against each other, and it could be that Cyan comes out ahead. If he manages to hit Q after Q after Q, he will come out ahead.
Well, if Cyan starts channeling his Q, Cho'Gath does just W's and it's stopped, or he Qs. Cho'Gath got buffed too. His Q got cooldown reduction.
Wow.
So it should be 9 seconds, I think, or less. What
could be?
It got buffed. So actually, I think Cho'Gath here has the upper hand. So they have both health scalings in their kits.
Yeah, Cho'Gath with his Q, with his ultimate,
yes,
and Cyan with his, I think it's W passive.
Yes. And Lee Sin against Hecarim. Well, Hecarim is pretty busted in high elo.
Yeah,
Seen in a lot of games.
that's true.
And
but there again, it depends. If afterwards for the team fights, if Hecarim manages to go in, kill someone, and back out with his ult, they gain an advantage over the team fight.
yes,
we will see what happens, because we have a Cyan who can try to block it. We have a Braum who can try to block it.
well, TSK has a strong front line. So
Yeah,
actually,
they have.
It's pretty.
They can put 3 members into their front line. Braum and Cyan will be their front line either way, and they could even put Lee Sin into their front line, or they try to flank with Lee Sin.
Yes.
So that Lee Sin can catch out Kai'Sa, insta kill her if possible, and then he rejoins them.
Well, Hecarim plays Predator, so he's going to focus on ganks. Maybe he should be if he plays Predator.
Gank and early game advantage.
Yes. With the movement speed buff and so on. And Cho'Gath actually takes Electrocute.
That's
Okay.
interesting.
He's going for the burst
Yeah.
to maybe kite out Cyan out of the lane.
And Nivea also with Electrocute.
Yes, that's for the if she can manage to
Yeah, if she
to knock him
manages.
down, so she can put a lot of damage into him.
Yeah.
So
Braum with Guardian, that will help Vayne a lot. If poke
actually
starts.
the go-to on Braum, yes.
Well,
She
you
can defend her.
you can the go-to is Guardian, and you could think about Aftershock
Well, you have only your passive
and your
and
your
your
double
ultimate
your
that
ultimate.
triggers it. So, in my opinion, Guardian is
It's
the
a
best
safe
option.
option,
Yes. And you also gain the movement speed that could help Vayne
Yeah.
to kite around.
Both have press the attack. Both ADCs.
Yeah, that's
Well, on Vayne you can also see Fleet Footwork. That works also on her.
if you go for the sustain, but I think it isn't a poke lane, so press attack is the better option, I think.
For the late game. Also.
Or for overall,
Mm.
because they have more damage. They
Well-
don't need to sustain because they don't get poked out, both of them. Braum can poke better than Leona and Kai'Sa.
Well, Leona doesn't want to poke a lot. She wants
She can't
she wants to stun you and to destroy you. So
Actually, she can't poke.
yeah, technically she can't, because if she uses her E,
She
she
can't.
will be inside. She will be inside both of Braum and Vayne, and that would not be good for her. That would be painful for her. Well, and then we have Grasp of the Undying on Cyan, who will try to it's another way he can regain health in the lane.
Yes, actually.
So we are in game right now, and everything works out.
So the game starts. And we have we're just gonna sort here things. Everything alright. So TSK is going for an invade.
An early invade.
An early invade. And the red team just defends their red side.
Yeah.
They can't find anything.
Well, it's good for them. It's good for them technically.
They don't find anything here, so they just wait to kill the Hecarim, so Lee Sin gets the advantage.
Yeah.
But it looks like,
well, either they wait or they try to take the blue buff.
so now it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, this will be interesting.
Cyan backed out.
Is she going to ward?
Then she's
dead. Oh, she's dead.
Dead.
She's dead.
And
that will be the first blood for Vayne.
Vayne.
Ooh, that's going to hurt even more for them. That was a mistake for them. They should have Kai'Sa should have warded over the wall.
She can't know.
Yeah, but
Couldn't know.
Since you don't know where the enemies are, you should. In my opinion, I would waste my trinket for it.
It's Cho'Gath mid lane, and Yasuo top. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. So that's going to change a bit.
This is going to change the.
Yeah, but it's also going to change a lot for
Nivea.
Yeah. Well,
I think, in my opinion, it's a worse matchup for Nivea than for Cyan, actually.
Yeah. Well, Yasuo has Conqueror. If he manages to output Conqueror consistently, Cyan will also have a difficult time on the top lane. But still, Cyan has a lot of health and shields, so he can still manage to sustain. Ooh, that was an early level 2 for Yasuo.
There's nothing. Cyan doesn't need to back, he has Dawn Shield in his pot, so he got a lot of sustain there.
Yeah, but he was put down to nearly 40 to 30% health, so that's quite a big difference also. He used his pot, which is a wiser option for him. Yasuo is playing very aggressive.
Well, he needs to, actually.
Yeah, he needs to, but he has...
Oh, there comes the gank.
Yeah.
Oh,
this
will
this be second blood?
And
yes, he connected the Q earlier. But Yasuo has to pay attention also. Well, fortunately for him, he knows now that Lee Sin was mid lane. But Lee Sin could also have been top lane, and that could have been a nightmare for Yasuo.
So Lee Sin is going for the red enemy blue buff. As we see a fight start up here. Oh, the stun was... And Hecarim just takes the blue side, blue buff.
Yeah, so they are trading their blue buffs.
Yes.
Nobody loses anything. Lee Sin is also doing the Grump. So if Hecarim just backs off, Lee Sin gained a small advantage over him.
Yes, but
he has a kill. He has an advantage over Hecarim.
Well, there's the gank.
Yeah, but is it enough? Is it enough? Ooh. Yeah, but you have to proc the egg. It was good for Hecarim that he got a level up. Yeah, she's dead. So yeah, basically they traded mid lanes, we could say. Yeah, on top lane we have Cyan, who again lost the trade and is going back right now. He's calling.
He's just
back.
going to TP. Oh, he got stopped from.
Yeah.
Yes. So.
Yes, certainly with a Q, with the Hasaki. Oh, Yasuo has also a level advantage. Yeah, it's a painful matchup for Cyan and Nivea, but if they manage to outsustain, they will still be able to rectify everything they can. Well, bot lane we have Vayne and Braum who are constantly out pushing Kai'Sa and Leona. So as long as they keep wards in the river, they
should be safe from
they
Hackering.
should be safe.
But
they have
they have a deep ward.
Yeah,
and they have the
they have a deep
scuttle,
ward.
so they know that they're safe from the beginning.
We have, I think it's going to be Hecarim ganking mid lane right now, or at least wants to gank mid lane. Ooh, Anivia being sneaky. Yeah, she knows he's coming. She just has to play a bit safe. Oh, this was not good. Oh, and she just
gank again.
Yeah,
and she's
fortunately
safely on the
yeah.
tower. So Yasuo is TPing top, and he pushed Cyan back, but Cyan is in a
and Cyan still has more farm than Yasuo.
Yeah, Cyan didn't go back. Yasuo went back, but didn't bought anything.
Yasuo called back
and
came back to the lane without buying an item.
Yes.
That was not a good idea.
No,
I hope he pushes in the lane right now and goes back. It would be good for him.
Oh, that was close.
Yeah.
1 centimeter more and Cho'Gath just got the kill. Could feast up. It feast already. It didn't have the ultimate. Just tried to W or Q.
Well, he tries to stack health as much as possible. So Yasuo has to pay attention right now, very badly, because I think it's Brembling West got buffed, so that technically Yasuo right now has healing wolves.
Ooh, nice kick from
nice kick and nice gang especially.
Oh, the flash from
Cyan. It was a nice gang for Yasuo. For Lee Sin, who is currently also 3-0.
But here's the gang from Hecarim.
But not level 6. Hecarim
doesn't need level 6 again. Yasuo doesn't have ults.
Yeah.
And Cyan went back. So
this will be the tower dive. Certainly, yeah. Vayne gets a kill.
And they just get some.
And they may be able to get the first tower.
Some plates.
Yeah.
Is enough.
Well, it's 180 gold. So divided, that still comes out good because they got 2 kills on bot lane. So this time we can see again that the TSK bot lane comes out, or TSK1 bot lane comes out again as the better bot lane.
Yeah, they pushed, warded, they used their advantage.
Anivia poking very good.
So now it's just the bluebird from blue sides come up and Hecarim is gonna get.
Yeah, Hecarim is going to gank with level 6. Ooh, the flash.
Yes.
She may be dead, but Lee Sin is there. If Lee Sin plays good, he can kill it. Flash?
Yes.
Yeah. So that was a 1-1 trade, and Hecarim should back off.
Hecarim should be dead here too.
Maybe not. Oh
he's
yeah,
dead,
he's dead right now. So again, ultimate for Lee Sin, who is now 2 kills for Lee Sin, who is right now 5-0 and has a bounty gold of 500 gold already. It would be a lot. That is going to be a lot.
Well, yes, if you can kill Lee Sin.
We can also see that Hecarim chose the path of Cinderhulk, so he's going to be more of a tank Hecarim instead of assassin Hecarim, if we could call it so.
Oh, and he goes.
That's an engage, but they.
But Vayne stopped.
Yeah.
Kai'Sa, so.
Oh. Is it going?
It's not.
They have wards. It's going to be a 1-1 trade.
Oh no, it's a.
Oh no, it will be a 2-1 trade for the red side for Jasmine.gg. And even Yasuo solely killing Cyan alone.
There you see the Yasuo main was just
Yeah, well, they have
Yasuo main,
they
I
have
think.
technically they have 2 Yasuo mains, so
Yeah, it's the Yasmain.gg. Yeah.
yeah.
Maybe they're all Yasuo mains and you don't know where they are going to play Yasuo.
Wait, technically the Yasuo is not playing Yasuo. The Yasuo mains are not playing Yasuo.
Maybe they are all Yasuo mains, you don't know. It's
Could
magic.
be, yeah. Okay, Lee Sin wants to kill
is
Yasuo.
so strong right now.
Yeah,
But Yasuo is still ahead of because
yeah, and oh yeah, he's fighting.
Lee Sin should
Lee
have.
Sin, yeah, but Lee Sin has to pay attention. He's fighting in a minion wave.
He has ult.
Yeah, but that doesn't
So
matter.
if he hits the Q,
No, if he
Yasuo is dead.
hits the Q and Yasuo blocks
no.
the jump with his Q, it's going to come out equal. But Lee Sin has also Lee Sin has to pay attention in that case because there is a minion wave for the red team. So even if we think it's just minions, they are constantly outputting damage onto Lee, who we can see alone by the minions. Lee went from 80% of his health to 50. That's quite a big.
Lee just bought, so he finished his warrior enchantment and he instantly got the sword for I don't know. Yeah, the serrated Turk. So he can,
but here again we have Kai'Sa and Leona managing to kill Vayne, and now a top lane gank. Who is Sign going to Sign was able to come out without having to flash or you cast his ult. Well, his ult wasn't good, I'm sorry.
And
The re-engage from Yasuo. They could technically tower dive him if they wanted to.
yes, but he needs to take care of. Sign is pretty tanky. He has a branding vest.
Yeah.
And
yeah, but still.
it's still a Sion.
So a bot lane gang right now, 3v2. If
They just want to push out.
but they want to push out, and they managed to get the heal out, the summoner spell heal from Kai'Sa. So that is also going that will be make a big difference for the next team fight. Oh, Hecarim.
Hecarim just is predator and got.
Oh, yeah, okay, Hecarim.
Oh, that was nice. Nice.
Wait, that was
But he's dead.
It was very nice, but sadly he died. Oh no. Okay, Lee Sin is backing off. But is he coming back? Yeah, okay, he's coming back. If Lee Sin stayed there, they would have killed him right now. They would have killed Cho'Gath without any problem. The wall. Anivia's wall just fucked up.
Anivia just puts out the pressure.
Yeah, she puts out the pressure, but we could say that she fucked up the kill right now. They could have gotten the kill. She effed up. She effed up.
Yes, you could say that, but I think it doesn't matter. Because they are far ahead. Well, not that far, but
it's only
Lee Sin has a lot of gold.
For 3 kills, they only have a 1.3k advantage. So, and get from bot lane is
the farms are quite even.
The farms are quite.
But
bot lane
pushed out.
But they are constantly pushing out. And Lee Sin soloing an a cloud drake right now. Leona, who is going to be, she's going to call back to base. And both bot laners are going. No, they are staying right now. Sion alone against Hecarim. Well, he will survive that. Or is he?
Yes,
yeah.
Yeah. It was just to push him back. So what should they do? Oh, and he has the
this is going to be a double kill. And even the stun into the wall. That was a good outplay by
4-2-2 for Vayne.
That's disgusting.
Yes.
Still,
there's the first tower dropping at 14 minutes.
That's quite disgusting. But yeah, Anivia, is she going to die? Cho'Gath failed his Q.
No.
No. And there comes Lee Sin. Well, yeah, they're splitting up.
There wasn't. Oh.
Oh,
There comes
misplay
a
by
Q
Cho'Gath.
and
Misplay by
he's dead,
Cho'Gath.
he's dead. He should be dead.
Hecarim.
He survived.
Yeah, but he's not
quite
going.
unfortunate.
It's quite unfortunate for Lee Sin that he didn't get a kill yet. But he's going to die. Hecarim is going to die.
Yes, he's dead now.
Yeah.
And dead.
But if he had his ult, he could have killed him again. Or does she have her egg still ready?
No, she doesn't have one.
He could have killed her. Yeah, Yasuo could outplay this, but it's going to be difficult.
Oh, that was nice to.
Yeah, that was a pretty beautiful. Yeah, but he still managed to go to come out 1-on-1.
Lee Sin is just taking over the game. Lee Sin and Anivia.
With
a fat Vayne.
Lee Sin brought pressure to the. Lee Sin brought his bot lane ahead, or even more ahead, and he just singly carried the. We could say the mid lane for Anivia. I think those 3 to 4 gangs with kills brought a lot of advantage for her. But Vayne here, again, unfortunate.
Flash, yes. There's the TP from Sion.
Yeah, Sion going to TP in, Hecarim dying. Well, he tried to kill Steel, but he still got his assist, so that's good for him.
Now they're just gonna take out the tower.
Yeah, that will be the second.
Lee Sin is waiting in the bush. And
that will be the second tower falling. But is he going to kill Kai'Sa alone?
He can't kill Kai'Sa.
Yeah, okay, they come. Yeah.
He's so far ahead.
He's too far ahead for them.
Yes, he has 2.7, almost 2.7k gold on himself, and he has 2k lead over Hecarim.
And he even has a level advantage over. Sorry. He even has a level advantage over Kai'Sa.
Well, yes. They are ahead of everything.
Yeah, he's 2 levels ahead on Hecarim. That's unfortunate. Yeah, also right now 3 levels ahead of Kai'Sa. I think Lee Sin can pretty much kill anybody for the enemy team, and I would assume that currently their best player is Yasuo.
Yes, you could say, but he could save the game if they just got the catch. But there is the turret is dead.
Yeah.
You see, if one of the tankiest members just dies like that, you know that the game is pretty much.
Well, to his defense, he got chain CC'd.
They need to back off earlier, so.
Leona is in a quite.
Oh, this is
bad
going
position.
to be interesting.
Lee Sin hitting his Q. Is he going to jump? Yeah, he jumps in. Unfortunately. Oh, Hecarim just killed his Kai'Sa.
Well, he can't do anything against.
The problem is
he was just a nice.
If you would have, yeah, but he tried to Lee Sin away, and by that he went straight ahead of Kai'Sa.
Well,
who just got sniped afterwards by Lee Sin.
He tried to save her, so.
Yeah, he tried, but in the same.
It was just a nice play of. Pentagon was just there. I don't know what the just did.
Yeah, and then Cho'Gath is just dead.
Oh, he got the 700 gold. So that's a lot of gold.
Yeah, but it's a bit too late for that.
No, we don't. The Rift Tower just got.
So they managed to push in 3 towers and 1 inhib right now, only by this action.
Yeah, it's Rift Tower power. They just.
Yeah.
Rift Herald is just. Too strong.
The Rift Herald is still powerful and something that nobody should just leave out there or acknowledge. Well, the Rift Herald still can.
Is Vayne going to outplay this? Actually,
yeah, with her ult, she manages to get away. Yasuo is greedy. He's really greedy.
Yeah,
but the problem is he has no flash up, so he won't be able to get to her.
Vayne still could save the heal, so is she going to favor her?
Yeah, the red team right now trying to defend as good as possible, but then
No,
the second Drake.
They need to defend this Drake.
They need to, but will they manage? Will they manage it? Yeah, well, Lee Sin backed off the Drake, so he's letting the Drake resettle.
This is just going to solo kill them.
Yeah.
Oh, I missed. And Cho'Gath is dead.
Yeah, Cho'Gath was going to die again. Lee Sin came still
Then
in the
on
last
top lane
minute.
we have to fight.
Top lane right now, Yasuo fighting against Cyan. Well, Cyan got a lot tankier and Yasuo still has no penetration.
Already it's 2 damage with the Conqueror, so...
Yeah, but then again, Conqueror also needs 4 seconds to proc again.
No, it just needs 5 attacks. Need 5 attacks. So E is giving you 1 stack Q and auto attack. So you have...
3 stacks.
He has a lot of attack speed.
Yeah, but in the meantime he's
and
killing...
Static Shiv is also giving a stack.
Yeah, but in the meantime he's killing himself. Rambling West.
This is the end play. And Ekron is just going to die here. Bomb saved it. Bam, smack with the shield into the back of the horse. And that was not a horse riding scene. Just smack on the ass.
Yes, Yasuo.
And this game is over.
Yeah.
Oh, the underruption of the teleport. And here we see TSK. One winning the second game. And,
Lee Sin did a lot of work for them.
Lee Sin.
Here we can see that his pocket pick truly came out.
Well, 11-1, 11 for Lee Sin, so he has almost all of the kills. So we are going to a little bit of a
small break.
Yeah, small break, and then the analysts are going to sum up some fights.
Welcome back, everyone. We are here now for. I'm going to do a little analyze of the last game, which was quite a stomp.
Actually, although we have to say that Yasmin GG they had a good. They held it quite close at the start. It's just to some time GSK that started picking up and just starting to slowly roll over them.
What I believe is they had a pretty solid laning phase, a few good ganks in the start, but once it came to team fighting, you just saw the difference between the players, and maybe also a lack of playing together or communication. So yeah, the first scene we're going to look at right now is the first blood actually of the game. Where Kaiser didn't put a ward in there and
jumped in, which gave Vayne a very early first blood, which did have quite an impact because Braum and Vayne, they had kind of an upper hand during the bot lane. It especially started showing a bit later with, I think there was the Sin gank which gave them also a kill, but mainly at minute 14 when they got the first turret of the game.
Yeah, and that's where we are going to jump right now.
Right there. Around here.
Yeah, once the...
You can see there few last plates. We're about to jump right into it. We have the Braum hitting the Q, and they go all in, taking out the Kai'Sa.
Yeah,
then
also
the Leona against the wall.
Good
nice
stun against the wall, taking both out, and I believe they're also getting the turret now. Yeah, exactly.
They're getting the turret.
And that's where they kind of head off with the gold lead also, and getting their snowball rolling.
As we had Braum and Vayne, they started to roam a lot more from there on, which made them get a Herald pretty soon after at minute 17. More or less, should have been at minute 17, more or less.
Yeah. As you already can see here in the bar, like a lot of stuff in the blue for the blue team is happening after that first turret.
So Braum picked up the Herald which they used on the mid lane just 1 minute afterwards to push in the mid lane. They got second turret, the first inhib turret, and they had an open inhib. And from there on, they started to roll and roll and roll over them quite easily, actually. They got the win, I think, at about minute 21, right, was it?
Yeah, the win. Let's just look at the
minute 18.
the minute 18 league play, which should come right now.
So there they get the first turn on the mid lane.
Yeah,
Braum goes in, they take down
nice
the choke.
Braum ult. And Nivea, a lot of damage with the ultimate right there.
He just started pushing. And, well, as you can see...
We have Leona waiting down there, and we see that Yasmin is looking for an engage right there. They put a Rift Herald on the lane, going for the second tower.
Which gets...
Oh,
and you have me taking the kill with his ulti throw, which is pretty cool. And she had to take down the second turret on the mid lane. Leona went in and died.
Yeah.
From there on they started to push, took the turret, then
yeah, from there on they just ruled over them, like...
They did not... The enemies couldn't do much anymore. There was an 8k difference, mid lane was open.
Yeah, exactly.
Akram going in inside, and then they start rolling in one after the other and dying one after the other.
Yeah, so I believe this was pretty much a stomp. We even had a fountain dive right at the end, which, if it works, I'm gonna show you. Yeah, so right before taking the Nexus down, they still try to take as much kills with them as possible.
You actually missed the fountain dive.
Did I miss it? No, I think it's still coming.
No, is it? I have to follow the vein. It's there. This is Leona flashing back.
Yeah.
Vayne didn't even attack Leona, okay. So yeah, free Nexus. So.
Pretty much a stomp, but on the other hand, you have to say that there's a really big difference in terms of the ranks between those two teams. And yeah, TSK is right now leading the ladder with 2-1 games, so they have 4 points right now. Yeah. For every one game, you get 1 point, and you get 1 point for lost game. So you have 1 point for TSK 2 and 1 point for Yasmin. So everything is still open because we're going to have 2 rounds today. So every team is going to face each other twice. So yeah, gonna see how it will go on with the next game.
See you soon.